Let's check out the newly released Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon on Steam. At first glance, Tainted Grail is looking like an indie mix of the Elder Scrolls v Skyrim and the Lord of the Rings. Well, actually, you can definitely see a lot of the inspiration were taken from it, with the classic looting parts, the dialogues, the beautiful fantasy scenery, the characters, but Tainted Grail also truly wants to be its own thing, and it shows throughout the world. The story is pretty different from what is seen in other fantasy games, its monsters are also unique, and its lore goes truly deep, which makes for a pretty atmospheric experience. The publisher Awakened Realms of Tainted Grail were kind enough to reach out to me and sponsor this video, and you guys know that I don't get sponsored often on the channel, but when I do, it is for games that I feel deserve recognition. Tainted Grail is one of those games, and it only just released in early access today, so there is plenty of fixes, polish, and updates to come in the near future. The developers also communicate with the community all the time and are welcoming any feedback people can give from this release. So let's just get right away into the experience.
You've fueled my holy rage!
Now, before I give you my impressions and details, at its core, Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon is a dark fantasy open-world RPG full of quests, loot, choices, and monsters, set on a bleak island on the verge of ruin. In the game, King Arthur is long dead and all the myths and legends are falling. Humans living in Avalon are desperately trying to find new ways of life and things to believe in. The plague of Red Death and the spreading weirdness are not helping. Time is running out and multiple factions have their own plan for the future of the island. In this realm, slowly but surely sinking into chaos, you begin the game imprisoned in a dirty underground cell. At this point, you're nobody, but will become somebody. While you explore the massive world of this game, you'll be finding unexpected quests and adventures on every inch of the island and roam it without constraints, like Skyrim for example, which as you explore every inch of its world, you'll explore hidden caves and dungeons, roam ancient ruins, and travel through the weirdness itself. You'll find secrets big and small and piece them all together. When starting the game, I was surprised at how familiar the game feels, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. This kind of game, with its world, its dialogue system, and its gameplay elements, really bring some kind of feel-good element that I've missed from older fantasy games. It's the little details and little things that you can do in almost every room, every cave, or every house that you're in that makes this experience a bit more special. For an indie team, adding things like being able to pick up whatever you want on a table or on the ground, killing people and then taking their clothes and etc., it just makes a game come alive. As with Skyrim, you pick up an absolute ton of cheese, tomatoes, ale, meat, and so on. It must have took a lot of time for this small team to create all of this without having a ton of bugs. Again guys, this is not a AAA game, but the amount of things there is in this project is very surprising and can bring a pretty good time if you're up for a lower budget fantasy. Each of its locations bring different monsters, and each location has its own secrets and things to explore.
It's not here.
One of the biggest concerns of people who played the demo, which I would say is the same concern as mine, is the combat. It doesn't feel as weighty and realistic as it should be. Sometimes it doesn't feel like you're truly hitting your targets, as enemies won't really react to it, but Tainted Grail just released as early access, so there is an absolute ton of room for improvements. The devs also do not plan on abandoning the game anytime soon and will be bringing updates and fixes to make the game what they've always wanted it to be. I'm excited for this game's future and I look forward to seeing how it evolves through time. And definitely let me know what you guys think of the game and if you'll be checking it out on Steam. It just released today at the time of this video and it's a pretty good looking game. It looks great and it feels great. As always, like the video right now for more on new games like these and subscribe. Man, this game in some parts has some really awesome environments. It's like really detailed. I like this one. Here we go. Oh, come on, come on.
I'm not afraid to suffer. The word is with me. The word
Got
is
one.
with me.
There we go.
The word protects me. Try not to step on the... Very well. Do you know what...
Alright, a little boss battle. I'm gonna get this guy pretty easy. Oh, never mind. Alright, come on, come on.